Email is an important communication tool to deliver information and attach documents and reports. Spire makes it easy to send emails in a secure and professional manner. Before you can start sending emails, you first have to configure how they will be sent. The email setup can be configured in the Spire Server Administrator. Or you can choose to use a third-party connection to SendGrid, an integration service that manages sending emails in larger volumes more efficiently, gives a simpler credential setup for all users, and provides analytics for success and usage. For each Spire user, you may want to configure user settings to grant or deny security access to particular email functions, such as creating, editing, deleting, or sending emails. For the best efficiency, you will want to save email addresses for all your regular recipients, including customers, vendors, employees, and others. And you can create contact groups in company settings that you can assign to each contact in order to email all addresses belonging to a particular group. To create a new email using the editor, highlight a record of interest in the grid and click the Email button in the toolbar of any application that supports it. You can use the Print button to select a report and then email it. And you can also create the email first and then determine any attachments if desired. When the email screen is open, you can either select an individual address to send to from any available contact email, or enter the address manually. You can do the same in separate CC and BCC sections for addresses, and also set a subject for the recipients. There are multiple ways to include file attachments. One way is by using the Attach File button that allows browsing for a file of any allowed type. Or you can also attach by dragging the file and dropping it onto the email. The Attach Report button allows you to select a report and generate it based on the customer or other record highlighted in the grid. The body of the email can be entered from scratch, or you can select a template in order to include predefined text along with the subject, including with formatting. You could send a plain text email, but you can also use rich text for all the formatting you would expect to be available when emailing. The raw HTML can be used to create a rich text layout and allow you to do extra things, such as include an image in the email body. Hyperlinks can also be included in the email body, such as for a web page, or a tracking link for a shipment when emailing a sales order. In both template setup and new emails, you can insert a parameter to include database information, translated when the email is saved or sent. Send the email now, or save it to send at a later time. You also have the ability to create multiple emails at a time, make specific changes to individual emails, and even save them to a queue to send later. You can do this by multi-selecting records from the grid and click the Email button. As before, a new email screen appears, but when multiple records are selected, different functionality occurs. You start on a Template tab to determine the email subject and body, which could be loaded from a template. When choosing the Send To recipient, instead of a specific address, you can select a contact group that will load the respective address for each contact from every selected record. The Attach Report button allows you to select a report to generate for each record selected, which may take a few moments depending on the number of records selected. After generation, each email is listed on the Messages tab as a batch, either ready to send now or save as a batch of emails to send later. And even though all emails here were generated using the same template, you can edit any of these and make changes to customize the contents, which in turn marks the email as having been edited before, and any changes to the template will not affect edited emails. On the left side is an email module list that allows you to see the list of emails that either have already been sent or have been saved and are waiting to be sent. If a group of emails were generated at once to send, you can see each group on the Batches tab to access emails as a group rather than individually. Because you are looking at the list dedicated to emails, it is interesting while editing an email for a sales order, to be able to use the Open Related button to look at either the sales order or the customer on the order. When editing a record that supports emails, the Communications tab not only shows the list of notes saved as alerts or reminders, but also a list of all emails generated and sent to them. From here, you can view what has been sent in the past, and even resend an email with no edits or additions. There is also a new Create Email button, separate from the Create Note button, in order to create an email associated with this record or transaction, with everything except the attach report function. On customer and vendor records, there are two Communications tabs. The tab at the top is for the billing address, where emails in addition to notes can be seen and edited for the customer or vendor. The other is a sub-tab of a shipping address, where emails are not tracked. If you would like more information about Spire Accounting, access the link in the description below to our homepage. Read the online manual help for additional assistance. Watch more videos from this playlist, and subscribe to the Spire YouTube channel. Thanks for watching.